So the International Organization of Standards, we'll refer to it as ISO, right? That is an independent, non-governmental body, and it predominantly has an effect in Europe and other countries, but standards that can be adopted globally. And they've recommended standards for employee health and safety, and they've included psychosocial safety. So they really want companies to be audited and certified as meeting these requirements. And especially in Europe, they're asking companies to get ISO certified under these two, 45001, that's the health and safety requirements. And then more recently on the right here, this 45003, which addresses mental health in the workplace, which is so great to see, right? These standards, there are a whole series of policies, procedures, outcomes that companies are showcasing in order to let their own employees know, investors know, the public, that they're meeting these health and safety standards. So specifically about 45003, it's really interesting because it is including and is detailing things like how work is organized, what kinds of demands are put on people, whether or not leaders are behaving in a way that's respectful, includes opportunities that's available for workers. So whether that's training and pay, those types of things, and all types of policies, even around burnout or a variety of other things like the types of schedules. So these are the first international standards published regarding psychosocial, and they are becoming quite common when it comes to those global companies that we're seeing. And when we want to know, are organizations reporting, and does that differ versus, US based or global based? There is a difference. We see 92% of international firms are actually reporting some aspects of ESG, whereas comparatively US, Canadian companies, UK based, it's about 45%. But when you talk about that in more detail in terms of when an auditor says and confirms, yep, they're documenting and meeting these requirements, it gets slightly lower, but still 61% of global companies are doing this. Whereas companies in countries like the US, that drops a bit to 16%. So certainly a ways to go in terms of the US, but this is a trend that we are seeing coming and is going to continue.